Hi, today I'm going to discuss two important aspects of the C# language. These are method overloading and method overriding. As always, this is going to be a very quick introduction, so you'll have to do your own research, go to the official documentation if you want to read more, or simply go on Google or Bing, do some search, and take a look at some more examples. So let's start with the first one, which is method overloading in C#. This is a feature which allows you to define multiple methods with the same name, but with different parameters within the same class. These methods can also have different return types or different numbers and types of parameters. Method overloading enables you to provide different ways to invoke a method based on the arguments that are passed to it. It also improves the code readability and reusability, since it allows you to use the same method name for related operations. Now let's take a look at some code. In the code, you can see the calculator class defines three method names which are called add. But each method has a different number of type of parameters. The first add method takes two integers and returns their sum as an integer as well. The second one takes two doubles and returns their sum as a double. And the last one takes three integers and returns their sum as an integer. And now you can use the calculator class to perform addition in different scenarios. And let's take a look at the second example. Here, the appropriate add method is called based on the argument types provided. And then the compiler determines the correct method to invoke based on the number, order, and type of the arguments. Method overloading provides flexibility and simplifies the code by allowing you to use the same method name for similar operations, which improves code readability and maintainability. And now let's take a look at the second feature, method overriding in C#. This is a feature which allows a subclass to provide a different implementation of a method which is already defined in the base class. Or in simpler terms, this feature allows the subclass to modify or extend the behavior of an inherited method from its base class. To override a method in C#, the subclass method must have the same name, return type, and parameters as the method in the base class. The override keyword is used to indicate that a method in the subclass is inherited to override a method in the base class. And now let's take a look at some code which explains the method overriding in C#. In the example, the shape class defines a method which is called draw, that simply outputs a message saying drawing a shape. The circle and rectangular classes are subclasses of shape, and they both override the draw method. And now let's take a look at another code example which illustrates how to use the subclasses. The draw method here is overridden in both of the circle and the rectangular classes. When you create an instance of circle or rectangular and call the draw method, the appropriate implementation in the subclass is invoked instead of the one in the base class. Method overriding is useful when you want to provide specific behavior for a method in a subclass that is different from the superclass. It allows you to create more specialized and tailored implementations in subclasses while leveraging the inheritance hierarchy. Well, this was a very brief introduction to method overriding and method overloading. As always, you can go to our website, codeprepping.com, if you want to test your C# knowledge. Thank you for watching.